The National Football League has traveled south of the border as we are in Mexico City, Mexico on EA Sports. Today, rivals square off in the NFC East, and we've got a great matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And we are underway from Mexico City. Devontae Smith now from his end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17.
Let's go now. Hey, check that. Street.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. In motion right is Watkins.
19 tight.
On second and 12, Hurts. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Shoves him aside, and the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Elliott. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
Good work there, holding him out on first down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Is in. Touchdown, Dallas. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
First throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. In motion right is Watkins. On first and 10, it's Sanders. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to second and 4.
19 Tiger, 19 Warrior, 70. Buffalo 18.
Here's Hurts to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Here we go, here we go.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
In motion right is Watkins.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Micah Parsons, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And taken right at the 35. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
Hey, 47. Hey, kill.
From just shy of midfield, Prescott being chased out left. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And in 2 plays just like that, they're already operating in the red zone.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket, because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Kill.
From the red zone now, Prescott. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard, and he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Maher is good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
Out of the end zone comes Smith. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Sanders. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Throwing is Hurts. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. The struggles continue here offensively. Still nothing for him on the scoreboard, and now an interception. Yeah, the offense looks extremely sluggish, not really in sync at all. Dare I say, it looks like it got left behind in customs. Oh, you've had that in your back pocket. You were waiting for that.
Probably should have left it in my back pocket, too.
Well played. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
46.
Here's Prescott. And his throw is incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so. Because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball. And he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Pollard again. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Prescott off play action. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now a give here to Pollard. And he'll take this down to the 33.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
There you go. At 47.
In motion goes the tight end.
Kill. Kill. 47. Go. Go to 54.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 65 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster. When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Go. Go, get out there. We go 46. We go 47.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Pass to Tony Pollard out of the backfield. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Hey, 47. Hey, kill.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Hey, kill. 47. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Here we go. 46.
Prescott now from the 50. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision could get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Play action. Here's Hurts. The Sanders has got it complete.
Let's go now.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fielded at the 20. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This one taken just inside the 10. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So that's a solid start to the second half. You come out of the lockers losing, thinking you're kicking it away, not going to have it, but boom, the fumble, they get it right back.
I don't know whether they even drew that up on the board or was it just said, but they had to have it. They needed a spark to get them going here in the second half, and they got it right away.
Second half will start with a run by Sanders, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Another run here with Sanders. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 13-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Hey, check that, street. Hey, pass.
The tight end in motion right.
Pat the street. Good.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They'll run with Sanders. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
On second and goal, Hurts. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. The man in motion is Brown. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. But Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there.
We'll go 47. We'll go 47.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. What a play. The big man comes up with the interception. Puts together, Charles, a nice little return, too.
Yeah, he's not going to make anybody forget Darrell Green or Rod Woodson, but look at him lug that thing. He decided it was his. A lot of people might have thought about lateraling it there. No shot. Trying to take it the distance.
Hurry, hurry.
Running right. Here's Sanders. They find some open field here. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 43 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Elliott now to add the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
A first down throw for Prescott. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Here we go, 46, 46. There we go, going to 52. 26.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. Buying time to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Here we go.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Count.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. And think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Hey, check that. Street. Pat the street.
They go play action with Hurts. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground. Well, that time, it looked like he essentially just ran right into the pass rush.
Yeah, partner, I'm not much of an outdoorsman, but the fish jumped right into the net, didn't he? Because you've got to make sure that you're deep enough that you can get around the defensive end, have an angle there. But he couldn't do it because he actually cut that one off. Really nice play coming off the edge.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. That's pulled in at the 32. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be brought down at the 27. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Prescott from the gun. Sliding out of the pocket. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
A second down throw for Prescott. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now here's Pollard. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Pollard again. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tony Pollard with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
47. Hey, 47. 26.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Slot man moves right. And the slot man goes in motion left.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Give him 2 on the play there. And that leads to a Philadelphia first.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Right there.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Go check. Check mash.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. To about the 35, 2nd down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Rig. Hey, check that. Street.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught by Watkins. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. It's a gain of 35.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Pat the street.
Now Sanders. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Let's go now.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Hurts down to one knee, and that should just about do it. Another one in the books for his partner. Always great to be by your side. And both offenses, both defenses had some moments in this one, but I think you would agree these coaching staffs are also going to have some stuff to clean up on film.
Absolutely, partner. And let's face it, any game we get to watch from up here, it's going to be a blast. Do we want to get a real job? Absolutely not. Let's keep watching the NFL all season long.
donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like big fish came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent. They sold 1 million records. Yeah, used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I gang time in it. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. I will not bend. Run it up. 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 You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog so the day that you finally pop off, they'll see it's not just a once off. You put it.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Philadelphia Eagles. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
Hold it ready. Chop alert, chop alert. Check, Panther. No, no. 70 Kimble, unlock line, unlock line. Go.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And some room to run now. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. A big play there on the first play of the game. 69 yards. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Another run with Sanders. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Rodgers will bring the Pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He rifles one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. So already trailing, Charles, they opted to try to take a shot on their first play from scrimmage. Obviously, that one didn't pan out.
Absolutely not. And how about the momentum that's being created now? You score, you take it away, big return. You got a chance to go up 2 touchdowns here early in the game. That'll feel great for their team.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A give running left. It's Sanders. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Hurts.
Rolling to his right. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. A loss of 8 on the play, and it brings up 4th. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out.
He's got it at the 15. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 45 yards. Throwing is Rodgers. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal.
Jones is in. Touchdown, Packers.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Devontae Smith now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. In motion right is Watkins.
Second down, here's Hurts.
This will be caught by Brown. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle they go with Sanders.
And this is going to be an Eagles 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. In motion left goes Smith. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
2nd and 10.
Hey, check that street. Hey.
They'll go again with Sanders. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Pat the street.
In motion right is Watkins. Here's Hurts to throw. He's got Watkins on the out route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 7-7, our score after one.
Let's go now. Hurt. 79 Broncos. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. 60 Mavericks. 60 Mavericks. 18 Pioneer. 19 Lions. Hey, Crash. Ready.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. Pass complete across the formation to Melton. On the move past the 40. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards.
26.
Rodgers going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Rodgers now to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Bo Melton, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have taken the lead. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Here we go, set.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Lion. Rig. 18 Rattler. 7 Pirates. Mustang 19.
Throwing is Hurts. Flush to his right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Somehow I feel he's going to hear the same thing when he gets to the sidelines after this series. So close to the first down marker. Just tuck it and run for the first down. No sense trying to throw it downfield. And that one falls incomplete.
Check.
In motion right is Watkins.
Go. Warriors 17. Ready.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field,
want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Christian Watson, 30 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. The Eagles on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Roll.
Now a carry for Sanders. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hurt.
Another run here with Sanders. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Hurt. Right there, hurt.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 40. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Ready up. Check mash. Buffalo 18.
Play action. Here's Hurts. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. To throw is Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've got a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
You block over here.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. They'll run. It's Sanders. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Dragon 60.
They go play action with Hurts. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No. Here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Cap alert! Cap alert! Panther 11! Panther 11!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The kick by Elliott is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. After the sack on 1st down, Rodgers, he's going to wind up and air it out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the 2nd half, Charles, remember that 1st half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that 1st half.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They go back to the ground with Jones. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. This one swung out here to Jones. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. Dillon will take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done. And
slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Pulls it in at the 13. And able to get this out to the 25.
Let's go now.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Ready.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA.
Hey, smash Broncos. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Ready. Set. Hurt. Cup 19. Cup 19. Ready.
On 1st down, Hurts. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
79 Broncos.
Hurts. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
60 Bobcat.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw again. It's complete to Brown, right side. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Hurts to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Lions. 18 Rattlers. 18 Rattlers. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Mustang 19.
He'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. This will be caught just inside the 10. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Hurts on target to Dallas Goedert. And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
good on the extra point, and the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the third quarter, and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that, because now the nerves starting to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs that say, roads closed. Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and trying not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Trap 50, trap 50. Warrior 70. Ready.
Back to throw here. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Dragon 60.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts forced out to his left. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays, because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Cup 19, Cup 19.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Elliott is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Rodgers. It's Dillon again. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On play action, it's Rodgers. This pass complete to Melton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
A great effort there. His second touchdown of the night.
And the Packers have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 18 Pioneer. 19 Lion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Now on first down, Sanders not finding a whole lot as he'll get forward for about 3.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, smash Bronco. Hurt.
Smith, the man in motion left.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Hurt.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And this is caught. It's Brown. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout, and they hook up again for another big play.
Hey, smash. Go, Reed. Go. Check smash. Reed.
In motion right is Watkins.
Check Bobcat. Mustang 19. 19 tight. Trap 60. Warrior 70. Hurt. Ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Steps away to his left.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Panther 11.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. He finds Watson. It's caught. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he is not going to get the first down as they'll spot this at about the 28. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Rodgers looking to throw. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the 6. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Back to throw, Rodgers. Pass caught, it's Romeo Doubs. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
Jack 300! Jack 300!
On 2nd down, it's Jones. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.